loading up.
People, internet, hello,
Hi.
internet. Um, so we're going to talk about
5 things you should know before you get your license. We have done this series, 5 things you should know before driving for the first time, 5 things you should know before buying your first car.
I totally forgot what we were filming, so
5 things you should know before getting your license. So you won't actually believe the things that are on this list. So make sure to watch to the end to find out. And we will also have the previous videos in this series linked up above. I believe might be the last one we do. I feel like we said from the beginning it was going to be like a 3-part series,
yeah, just a
unless
quick.
we ever think of more. But for now, 3-part series. So this is the finale. So stick around to the end and
This is
enjoy
all,
it.
and this is all we could think of.
Yeah, literally. But it's good stuff. So yeah, stick around to the end to find out number 1, because you won't believe what it is. By the way, we keep the end to introduce ourselves. I'm Cheyenne. This is Corey.
Wop wop. So number 1. Okay, so don't worry how you look when they take the photo. You know,
Chances are you're gonna look like crap. They have an
I
ugly filter on this thing.
I look like a fucking criminal. You look like you're done with life.
I am done with life and you are a criminal. He has no criminal conviction yet. He's gonna flip up one day and do something stupid.
Copyright smooth criminal.
But yeah, we never look our best, and I'm pretty sure our actual mugshots look better.
My brother's mugshot looks like he just got out of the 90s and he just murdered someone.
You mean his driver's license?
What did I say?
You said mugshot.
Well, it looks like a mugshot. Just saying, it doesn't matter what shirt or pants you wear.
They're not even gonna see.
You're not. It's not even like the
I dyed my
color.
hair cool colors for my RSA license. They cut off the photo here. You don't even see the green in my hair.
Like
My manager came up with a great way for me in the future to get my hair color in.
the only thing you're gonna see is the color.
Yeah.
Like you
So
don't.
maybe make sure you don't have any hickeys or bruises, and maybe to put a little bit of foundation on because you can look pretty pale there.
Yes.
But also make sure you take in all official documents with you, so you don't have to do multiple trips into Access Canberra, Services New South Wales, wherever the fuck the
So
thing is where you live.
make sure it's right.
Yeah.
Is that
But
still number 1? Make sure it's right, or is
yeah,
that number 2?
that's number 1. Also, please make sure that they do not fuck up your name. We had an experience with my mum where they apparently did not put her middle name down, and legally they were meant to.
It was A.
No, they should put her first and last name. Didn't put the middle name. Didn't even put the initial.
Oh wow.
So she had to go in
Wow.
and get a new license just for that because they fucked up. So please make sure that everything is correct on that front. Save yourself some time, some headaches.
But in 5 years, if you're in Australia, you do have to take another photo in 5 years. So don't worry.
You're only stuck with it for 5 years.
Everyone,
Looks horrible.
it looks horrible, and then your parents or your friends, family, they're gonna make fun of you. Number 2, your turn.
Okay, a license, and I know we're very lighthearted people. We joke about stuff, but we do have to keep it a little bit serious on the front. A license is not a get out of jail free card. It is not a path to be a dickhead and put others in danger. Literally, driving is a privilege, not a right. Privilege, not a right. Do not abuse that. Do not drink and drive. Don't do drugs and drive. Do not be a dickhead and put others
Text
in
and
danger.
drive.
Yeah. Like if you are nervous, if you need to look at something, you need to look at a map, or you need to get a hold of something, pull off to the side of the road and put your fucking hazards on. Do not put others in danger, because chances are you will walk away from the accident unscathed, and an innocent person is going to die and their families
But yeah,
are going to be shattered.
doesn't say about the other person.
It's always the innocent person that pays the price. So it's not a get out of jail free card or a pass to be a dickhead. It is a privilege, not a right. Anyways.
Make sure you're aware.
Sorry, I'm a little bit sick.
You're aware of how long and how big your car you are driving. So
Yeah,
if
so
you're
wide,
driving
length,
if you're driving
height.
a Hilux or a Sylvia. I'm just throwing cars out now. Holden Commodore. Ford Falcon. You Falcon. Um, just make sure how long and if your car can fit into the car park without hitting another person's car or a
Or the
light post.
yeah. I mean, 'cause here's the thing, once you get your your Ps, you don't have another person in the car on the passenger side to tell you if you're getting too close. So just being aware of that, and if you think a spot is a little bit awkward to get into, sometimes it is easier to reverse park into it, and that's because you're able to judge where everything is based on the driver's side.
And
You can't
if
always do that, but sometimes it is
and
easier.
if you think you're going to hit something,
You probably are.
don't try. Like,
Yeah,
it's okay not to try and to find another spot. Like,
yeah. Just
yeah,
walk that extra.
yeah, walk that extra minute. It doesn't a minute.
It
Jesus
might hurt if you have a
Christ.
health issue, but, you know.
It would hurt if you don't have proper shoes. But
And
yeah, so
and
just be mindful of how big your car.
so, yeah, another general rule of thumb that my mum actually taught me when I was learning to drive was if you're not sure of if your car is in the middle of your lane perfectly, if you look toward the front of your car and your headlight or typically the edge of the bonnet seems to, like, from this angle match up the lines on the road, you are most likely perfectly within your lane. And, you know, that's just a good rule that she taught me, and I still follow it to this day. So I find that to be just a good general rule. And like I said, sometimes it is easier to reverse park into certain spots because, you know, it's not that you can gauge better on the driver's side if you're about to hit something, where on the passenger side it's a little bit more awkward. Chances are, if you think you're gonna hit something, you probably are. And now on to number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 4. This one's a good one that I feel you have a little bit more. Oh,
Okay.
I definitely have experience with this because of my ex, but I'm not getting into that because there's a whole fight going on.
Yes. Um. That yeah, it's more personal life than internet life. But
But I'm
so
happy to bring it to the internet.
people will take advantage of you. Not everyone,
A lot of people
but some people will because they don't have licenses or they just
don't have a car or can't be
yeah.
bothered or don't have the money and won't do anything to
So
change
they will use you
to get a lift.
for a lift home or
A
so they
lift to the
don't
shop.
so they don't have to catch the bus or
Mm.
and it's like, okay.
There's a difference between a friend helping a friend and using someone.
Yeah. So
And
if you help a friend, they go, "Oh, I'll give you fuel money." That's helping a friend out
yeah.
because they're giving you
Or
fuel.
if they go, oh, you give me a lift home today and tomorrow I'll shout your lunch. Something like
Yeah,
that.
because they're repaying you for
Yeah.
a thing you've
Yeah.
done.
Or, if they've done something nice for you and they're kinda cashing that favor, that's okay. It's
Yeah,
just, if you and there's some ways that you can generally tell if people are using
but
you. What was one way you noticed people what's something you noticed that people do if when they wanted a lift from you and they were using you for that?
like it was so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go to Hungry Jack's. I'll just take my car." The boys will go, "Oh yeah, let's go get in the car." And then I'll just go, "Okay, I'm going home." Because, I finished class.
Yeah, the
And all the boys were like,
everyone had
you
their
know,
driver's license when they're in college.
yeah. The
Here.
boy 2 of the boys had their license, 2 of them didn't. So, the boys
Used to all pile into one car.
used to pile in one car, like, yeah, but they still had class. I didn't. So I was like, "Okay, boys, I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna go home." And they're like, "Oh, can you drop us off?" And it's like,
Nah.
"No, because I gotta go do shit and then go home." And they're like, "Oh, you're going past school anyways, just drop us off." And it's like,
I'm going nowhere near the school,
"Dude,
asshole.
I'm going to the mall that it's in the opposite direction. Literally, you guys can walk."
Yeah,
But
because our college was so close to the mall that I used to walk there multiple times a day.
so pretty much, I caved in and went, "Fine, I'll take you to school."
I laugh, but I used to do that with my siblings. I used to
But
but
they
I loved doing that.
but they didn't care, and they took forever getting out of Hungry Jack's, and I was like, "Boys,
I
you
need to go.
are you coming, or I'm just gonna leave your ass?" And, "Oh, yeah, yeah, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming." So they took their sweet ass time. I took them to school, and I was like, "Never again."
Mm,
Like, if I have to do shit, I'm just gonna
yeah,
leave. I don't give two flying hecks. But
yeah.
they did it, like, once and twice, and then that's when I was like, "You know
No,
what? No, I don't care." So
you're just like, I'm about to go before they say anything.
so we did it again, like, took my car, piled into the wagon, went to go get lunch, got lunch, and I was like, "Boys, my class just got flexed. I'm
I'm
out.
going.
I'm out. Peace." And they're like, "Oh, can you take us to school?" I'm like, "No.
I'm going up towards work, which is the opposite
I'm
direction. Walk.
going I'm literally going to work."
Good.
And
His work is also close to where our college was.
yeah,
You used to walk up there on a Friday afternoon if your mum wasn't coming and picking you up. I
yeah,
remember because you
so
used to walk up to the mall with me occasionally.
yeah, because I, like, had, like, a minute or something, or a couple of
Well, it
minutes
was
to
in the same
spare.
direction,
Yeah.
basically, and they were the only time you could talk to me when my ex wasn't around.
Yeah, so yeah, that was just
Yeah, that was how you noticed?
unnoticed.
But yeah, I
Fun.
noticed that people just try and guilt trip me into it, and they'd be like, "Oh, but we have no way of getting home." It's like,
You
you
should
normally
have
catch the
thought of
bus
that.
in, catch the bus out?" And like they'd be like, so generally you can tell if people are hanging around you or they're constantly saying, "Oh, I don't have a way to get home. I wonder how I'm gonna get home," or and you notice it a lot, then that's probably what is going on.
Don't give in.
I mean, give him once or twice. Don't let them walk all over you. It's just because someone doesn't have their license,
Does not mean they can use you.
walk all over. But
Yes, that was number 4, was it?
yeah, sorry, my laptop started dying, which is what I'm filming on. Oh god, videos. I mean, that's drama.
Number 5.
Please get your license. Even if you don't own a vehicle yet or don't plan to own one for a while, it is actually extremely beneficial to have a license. Could say you go out drinking with your friends and you end up not drinking and they make you the deso driver. If you have your license and you know how to drive, you can at least drive everyone home safely.
Does happen.
Yeah, especially in our friend group. And also the other point is for point of ID, it is really beneficial to have your driver's license because on most official government forms, your driver's license, I think, makes up like 50, 70 of the points
It's like
that you need out of the
66.
100 or more points of
It's
ID.
60 to 50 it
Yeah,
works out.
and then you need a Medicare card or something else. So point of ID and also the most important thing is future employment. You may not have a job or you might just have gotten a job, but a lot of places will find you more favorable to employ if you have a mode of transport to and from work, especially if that is you driving yourself, because that shows that you have initiative, that you will take charge and get things done, but also that you can work maybe different shifts to what people relying on others will need. So it is actually extremely beneficial to get your license, and that is number 5. So the main point you wouldn't believe, please get your license. Like, it is just beneficial all around, in our opinion. But yeah, so points covered in this video. Don't worry about how you look in the photo. Chances are you probably won't look the best. None of us do. Don't use it to get out of jail free card or a free pass to be a dickhead. It's a privilege, not a right. Number 3, please make sure you are aware of how big the vehicle or small the vehicle you are driving or reversing is, just for safety reasons. You don't have someone else helping you. And 4, people will take advantage of you. Not all of them, but some of them will. You just need to know the signs and know how to deal with the situation. And obviously, the last one we just mentioned, which was please get your license. It's beneficial. Yeah.
Word.
And we might need to go and refilm our Bumby story time. Hopefully not, but I don't think I saved it properly. So he's probably getting sick of talking, but we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
See you later.